What's up what's up everyone, welcome back to another video, and in this video I'm going to be showcasing the team of Vigoroth, Hyper Beam, Diggersby and Noctowl. I posted a community post yesterday that I reached expert with a team. So this is the team which I uh, used to reach veteran. I also said that I will be uh, uh, uploading a video tomorrow about the team. So here I have the video. So this team got me 119 points in 4 sets, which helped me reach expert. This team hard punishes bug types and rock types, which are quite common in this meta. I also saw uh, a lot of those Crustle and Gelb backlines, means both double bug, and this team really beats those quite well. So let's get into the battles where we have a great lead, and after that opponent sorry so I'm feeling a little bit down, so okay, so I won the lead with my Diggersby after shielding that big hydro pump, and now I will be throwing these fire punches, pressuring those shields from Shiftry, and I will fire off this second fire punch. Let's see opponent decides to give off his final shield or not. Opponent decided to no shield that fire punch, and now I will no shield this move as well, as my Vigoroth can easily counter this Shiftry down, and I can also think about coming in with my Noctowl to farm it all the way down. I decided to come in with my Noctowl, and here comes opponent's last Pokemon, which is Escavalier. Here my Noctowl is looking pretty good, as Escavalier has only Aerial Ace and Acid Spray to throw on my Noctowl, which does neutral damage, not a lot of damage. So I will be decide to no shield this move, as Noctowl has done its job, because Vigoroth then could have countered Escavalier down, and after that would have been able to counter Shiftry down. And I also had a shield left for my Vigoroth. So opponent decided to no shield that sky attack, and GG's to the opponent. He knows that at that point that game was over. Next battle we have a great lead against Obstagoon. Opponent decided to switch into Ariados. I will hard punish it by switching into my Diggersby here. Ariados, I think, will try to flip this switch. I will throw this fire punch immediately before Ariados gives me a lot of a lunge debuff. Here comes another lunge. I will no shield all of these moves, because both not only both, all three moves, adding Bug Buzz, Lunge, or Mega Horn, or Cross Poison, Diggersby resist all of those moves. I will be doing super effective damage with my fire punches. I don't have Earthquake on my Diggersby because I wanted to try Hyper Beam. In this team is focused around Trevenant. Vigoroth is weak against Trevenant, so I have a hard punish for Trevenant with my Noctowl, and I have Diggersby just as a softer check for that Trevenant. So if you ever encounter Trevenant on the lead, then you should switch into your Noctowl, and then Diggersby. If Trevenant has no shields, then Diggersby can also beat Trevenant. You can also consider running Lickitung instead of Diggersby, or you can also run Swampert. That will be a good addition as well. Use normal Swampert, because Shadow Swampert is just not that bulky enough to to survive those hits from other Pokemons. It is a glass cannon, I should say. Its moves hits like a truck, but opponent Pokemon's moves also hits like a truck to that as well. So here we have Noctowl against Obstagoon, I decided to shield and save up a Sky Attack just in case it might come in handy in the later game. And here we have Lickitung versus Vigoroth. As I am resisting a lick damage, so this is looking a decent matchup for me, as I think I will be able to beat this Lickitung with my Vigoroth. And here opponent will almost get to a move, and I don't know, for some reason the Lickitung decided to throw Power Whip. There was no need for it, as Body Slam would have done neutral damage as well, and it was stab as well. So at that point, game was already over, so opponent decided to surrender. Next battle, we have Vigoroth against Magcargo. So a decent lead for me. In Summer Cup right now, Vigoroth is kind of a really busted lead, because I was able to get a lot of good leads with my Vigoroth, and my backline is just made for Vigoroth. It really helps it shine. So here we have opponent decided to switch into Noctowl. I don't want to switch, because I think if I win this lead, I will be able to align that Magcargo onto my Diggersby, and whatever his third Pokemon is will be battling against my Noctowl, and I think that his third Pokemon will be weak to my Noctowl. I will throw body slams, multiple body slams here, just to KO that Pokemon. And sure enough, his third Pokemon was weak to my Noctowl. I will throw body slam here just to do some chip damage, so that I can farm it down with my Noctowl. Did 50% of damage on Venusaur, which was just insane, because that was a lot of damage on Shadow Venusaur. I thought that it will only do 30 to 35% damage, but it was a lot of damage. So here comes Magcargo. I will hard punish it by switching into my Diggersby. Magcargo decided to throw Rock Throw, so I thought that Magcargo will try to get switched from me, so I decided to Fire Punch waited, and I got a shield, which was really great for me. And I shielded this overheat just in case that overheat would have KO'd my Diggersby. That would have been really bad for my for my team, as Magcargo was healthy enough to KO my Noctowl. So I almost KO'd that Magcargo. Opponent decided to switch it out, and here he comes in with Venusaur, won the CMP tie against my Diggersby, KO'd it. And here we have Noctowl versus Venusaur, and I will be able to farm this Venusaur down. Opponent decided to surrender that match, and GG's to the opponent. Nice battle. And this battle we have Vigoroth versus Wigglytuff. So this is a winning matchup for my Vigoroth, as Body Slam spam will be Body Slam do a lot of damage on Wigglytuff, and I only need 2 Body Slams with this counter damage to KO this Wigglytuff. I will use a shield, but Wigglytuff takes a lot of time to reach to its moves. Opponent decided to switch into its Thrustle, so I thought that Body Slam, which was a mistake by me. So I recharged that Body Slam just in case we have Wigglytuff against Vigoroth in the end. So then that Body Slam will might come in handy. So here I switched into my Diggersby, because Diggersby hard walls this Thrustle, and this is looking a decent matchup for me. I will I will get energy up to 100 and will throw this Fire Punch, and now Thrustle in just the health range where I can get out of this matchup with 100 energy. I will shield this move, because I was not sure if my Diggersby can survive this move or not. It was a safe shield from me, as these charge moves will do a lot of damage. Here I throw Fire Punch, and before I want to stop this matchup, as you can see, Pidgeot has 2 shields and I am 1 shield behind, and my Vigoroth is very low. My Diggersby is the only chance to beat this Pidgeot. So as you will see, no flyer expects Hyper Beam from Diggersby. So let's see if Pidgeot respects this Hyper Beam. Boom, it does not, and Now I can safely farm this Pidgeot down with my Vigoroth and can force a shield with my Body Slam against that Wigglytuff, as it is so low that my Noctowl can farm it down without throwing any charge moves. I will try to get to two sky attacks. Throwing one sky attack here will not be worth it, because Wigglytuff might try to sneak and it will only get a shield. So I was getting to two moves. So GG's to the opponent, and let's get into the next battle. That battle was really insane for me. I would have lost that matchup if my Diggersby wouldn't have that hyper beam. That was a really game changer for that battle, and not for only that battle, I was able to win a lot of battles with my hyper beam Diggersby, where I needed to throw this hyper beam against a lot of players, and players don't expect hyper beam from Diggersby, because Diggersby was really a ruling Great League with Earthquake move, and it was really busted in Great League. So no one expected hyper beam on Diggersby in this Summer Cup, as well as the preferred moveset on Diggersby on PV Poke is Earthquake. But still I am using hyper beam because there is a reason for me that I don't have a lot of charge TM, so I decided to not TM this hyper beam move away, and I did not wanted to use my level 43, I think, Hundo Diggersby as well. I'm just trying that I should get a decent amount. I was just checking how Diggersby performs in this Summer Cup. I will strongly suggest you guys that you should use whatever move you want to use on your Diggersby, Hyper Beam or Earthquake. That is not a concern for me. But I strongly suggest that you guys use a level 50 XL Diggersby, as it will perform way much better than my Diggersby. So here comes Noctowl. I will throw Body Slam here. I'm expecting to throw one more Body Slam, but this is a CMP die, which is really good for me, as this Sky Attack will KO my Vigoroth, and now I can come in with my Diggersby. As Noctowl has no shields, I will throw this Hyper Beam, and this game is looking very good for me. Hyper Beam Diggersby is again coming in clutch. If I would have that Earthquake move, then I would have thrown a lot of fire punches, and that wouldn't have been enough to KO that Noctowl out of the sky. So very good matchup with Hyper Beam Diggersby here. I will throw another Hyper Beam on this Stunfisk, because throwing a lot of fire punches is just very annoying. So I will just one-shot it with my Hyper Beam, and boom, there goes Stunfisk. Noctowl was alive. He switched out of that matchup, so I will be able to mud-shot it down with my Diggersby. So here comes the next battle, where we have Vigoroth versus Pidgeot. I cannot switch out of this matchup, so I will stay here. I know that if Pidgeot takes a lot of time to get to its move, and my counter damage and Body Slam damage will be adding up, I will throw Body Slam just before Pidgeot can get to its move, and I'm shielding this move because it can be a Brave Bird. Even if it is a Feather Dance, Pidgeot will take a lot of time to get to its second move. So that was a win-win condition for me, so I shielded, and here opponent decided to come in with his own Vigoroth. I throwed one Body Slam to soft this Vigoroth, so that my Noctowl can easily win this switch matchup. I have a health advantage on my Noctowl. I can survive this Body Slam easily. I will have to shield if Vigoroth decides to throw another Body Slam, but I was able to get to this Sky Attack before Vigoroth throws a move. So this will get a shield or KO this Vigoroth, which it does, and now I was able to get to this Sky Attack, which is really good for me. My Noctowl IV is coming in clutch, surviving with 1 HP and a dream. And now at this point, I will be able to farm it down with my Vigoroth, as Pidgeot does not have a lot of energy, and opponent's last Pokemon is Lickitung. So I'm trying to get to 2 body slams, as Lickitung is energy dry because it is freshly came into this battle. I got to another body slam which forced a shield, which is really good for me, and I was not able to get to another body slam, which is a little bit bad because these power whips will be doing 50% of Diggersby's HP, so I will have to respect this damage. Opponent is also using triple normal team just like me, but even that team is good against my team because like if you see, Vigoroth can cancel out Vigoroth, Pidgeot versus Noctowl. It is a iffy matchup. Both Pokemons have the same potential, but in this matchup, Lickitung will win with power whip damage. I was expecting that. I was praying that it shouldn't be a power whip because that power whip would have cured my Diggersby, but it was a body slam, which was really good for me. I thought this hyper beam because I just had the energy to throw it, because opponent decided to surrender at that point because game was already over. So let's get into the next battle. Here we have Trevenant lead. My Vigoroth is very bad for it, and I said that whenever you get Trevenant lead, you should switch into Noctowl, which I am doing, and opponent really hard punished by Noctowl with his Swampert, but here I can get 2 shields out of this Swampert because this Swampert is a shadow, so it will not be appreciating this damage from Sky Attack. I will no shield one move, as my Noctowl can survive that move, and Mud Shots don't do a lot of damage. I have 2 shields and Swampert has 0 shield, so I can invest a shield here. I am expecting that Swampert has 2 moves, so this Sky Attack damage is very valuable as well because I can counter it down, but I was unsure that Swampert could have gotten to an EQ, and it was very tough for my Vigoroth. So I was able to throw this move, and now opponent decided to come in with Vigoroth. So here I will throw this Sky Attack. I think I throwed a Sky Attack, or I think I banged that to throw onto Trevenant, because that Sky Attack will KO that Trevenant. Opponent decided to switch into Trevenant, and at this point I made a mistake. As you can see, I throwed a body slam, which was unnecessary because Bulldoze does more damage than 2 body slams. I think Bulldoze does more damage than 2 body slams, but throwing a body slam was bad idea, as I'm trying to get to this Bulldoze, but I was not able to get to it. So I will throw this body slam here. So as you can see, that throwing Bulldoze would have been great. I will check out how much damage Bulldoze do versus that body slam, but I'm thinking that Bulldoze will do more damage. I came in with my Diggersby expecting that he will be throwing a different move. Just my hypothesis, which for some reason got correct. Opponent caught a move on his Vigoroth, or I think he was trying to KO my this Diggersby with its body slam, but my Diggersby survives with 2 to 3 HP with a dream. These IVs are bad, but my Diggersby still survived, and I was really happy about it, because if my Diggersby would have KO'd without KOing that Vigoroth, then that Vigoroth would have swept my Noctowl and Diggersby, and then opponent would have won, but that didn't happen. I won the game. So GG's to the opponent. Nice battle. Let's get into the next battle, where we have Vigoroth versus Magcargo, I think, and opponent decided to switch into Tropius. So I will hard punish it by my Noctowl. As I win this matchup, I know opponent has a Magcargo, so he will not shield my Sky Attack, and I have almost 2 Sky Attacks ready, so I will throw this Sky Attack to see what opponent decides to do. Opponent decided to no shield, and I almost have a Shadow Ball ready. So I will throw that Shadow Ball once Magcargo decided to come in. Magcargo has Rock Throw, so I am truly grateful that Magcargo decided to switch out, because Rock Throw would have done a lot of damage on my Vigoroth. So, but it will not do a lot of damage on my Diggersby. This is the last battle, so this is a tough one, as well as opponent's last Pokemon is Victreebel, and it can fast move down my whole team. But my both of these Pokemons after Noctowl is gone. But I was trying to get to these two body slams as the one body slam will put it so much low that my this Diggersby would have farmed it down. So here I got 2 shields, and I'm desperately trying to get to a Fire Punch. I will shield this move, as Leaf Blade will do a lot of damage, and Magcargo will take a lot of time to get to its move. So I was feeling pretty good about that shield, and I will be able to get to a Hyper Beam before Diggersby can get to its 2 moves. So GG's to the opponent, nice game. And that was the final 4th set of no, that was the 2nd or 3rd set of all 4 sets, because I thought that these recordings were enough. These are, but anyway, so GG's to the opponent. And here we have this is my 3rd set, which got me to 2746. So I am just 4 elo away from hitting expert, but I thought that I will have to get to 2800 elos to get to expert. I don't know where my mind was focusing on. I thought that it needs 3000 to hit the legend and 2500, so I thought that it will be 2800. I knew that it needed 2750, but anyways, enough explaining. Here we have expert rank. I got the outfit as well. So thanks everyone for watching. It is a decent team if you want to try it. It is a really busted team right now in this Summer Cup. Use this team before everyone realizes that some Diggersby can use Hyper Beam to destroy a lot of flyers which are roaming around in this meta. So definitely try this team out. It will give you some wins. So thanks everyone for watching, and I will see you in the next Summer Cup video.